the companies are charging around 80,000 rupees to teach you that concept. But in this Worries Ways Communities 30 days masterclass on full stack, where you are going to do that project as a bonus project. Okay, very simple. And I hope you all ready. If you are ready, just leave one fire emoji in the live chat. So first thing, while talking about the advanced CSS which we are going to explore is the CSS preprocessors. While talking about the CSS preprocessors, we are going to have a lot of benefits on using the CSS preprocessor, because the first thing which I've already wanted to talk to you about is the developer's quality, like how you are writing the code. So even if you really wanted to do the personal website, we have already written huge lines of program to get the stunning output which we have got already. But at the other hand, whenever you are writing the program, it is not only about taking an output. It is also about how much optimized your code is. Okay. So for an example, if one person have written the code around for 2,000 lines to do one task or to get some output, but it's the same code which is being written in just 500 lines by another developer, that developer quality is really high because he just optimized code. So your execution processing unit, which is not going to take that much time to process 2,000 lines of code when comparing with the 500 lines of program. So guys, is it amazing? So is it clear about the term which I'm referring, the quality? So if you are clear about it, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. So on that aspects, right now we are really exploring the first thing about the CSS preprocessor is, which is very, very needed when you can, while talking about the CSS preprocessor, which is going to be really helpful for optimizing our CSS code. It is also another benefit where you can able to increase the efficiency of writing the code. You can able to write the CSS very faster than instead of writing the same command again and again. And second thing, maintainability. While talking about the maintainability, if you are really using a CSS preprocessor, you can able to access the certain CSS of the certain element very easily. And also you can able to maintain the complete style sheet, because right now, up to this point of the time, on the past 7 days, we guys have developed that one page website of the personal website we have created. But whenever you're going for the bigger website, they will be maintaining more number of HTMLs and CSS, because even in our past day where we guys have worked on some of the project. So if you have clearly noticed something, let me open this. Even it is a single page. Okay. So we guys have created huge lines of program for the CSS. So that's why the problem with the CSS when compared to the HTML or JavaScript and etc. But this CSS will be really huge when comparing with other. You can see, which is around 604 lines of program we have written. Even there are some spaces out there, but these are all the total number of lines of program we have written for the CSS. But you just imagine for the whole website, it is gonna be super huge. So that's why the optimization, which I really wanted to talk about. Okay. So I hope you all ready. Up to this point, we guys have created this stunning, the personal website with all the features, most of the features we guys have used here, the animations and dark and the light mode and pop-ups and etc. with the help of the DOM, JavaScript and the CSS and HTML. But right now we are jumping onto the, as I've already told you, so we are jumping onto the advanced CSS, which is CSS preprocessors. And this is also going to be really helpful for maintaining or using a powerful features and with a minimal code. And also there are a lot of plugins which is available to do some certain tasks in the CSS preprocessor, especially SAS and less. So that's what the two important topic under the CSS preprocessor, which we are going to learn today. So I hope you are clear about it. What is meant by the CSS preprocessor and why it is really, really required for the efficiency and to maintain the code well, and also powerful feature with very few minimal code. So that's easily enough. You can able to write a few lines of program to do a bigger features. So that's why the CSS preprocessor is going to be really, really helpful. So right now, before going further, I really want to start the session to be interesting by covering up some of the additional thing which you can do it in your Visual Studio Code. So that's what we are going to do. So while talking about that, the first thing which I really want to tell you is the Visual Studio's extensions. So while talking about those extensions, the first extensions I would like to suggest you is VS Code -icons. What does it mean? Because up to this point of the time, we guys have written some program or a lot of things, right? For an example, let me show you. Okay. So here we have the old program, right? So while talking about that program, when we have opened the Visual Studio, code in that certain directory, whenever you are writing the program in HTML or CSS, there is not going to be any icon which is going to be shown. But here you can see for the HTML logo which is being shown. And for, JavaScript, this JS icon is being shown. For the CSS icon, the logo is being shown. For the image icon is being shown. And for SVG, the SVG icon is being shown. Is it amazing? So if you really like it, you just post I like it in your live chat. So that's why the extension which you can download. So the extension which is going to be called as VS Code -icons. So whenever you are really going for this extension here, and you can see this VS Code icon. For an example, let me show you by uninstalling it. Restart extension. So if you are going here, this is how it is going to be normally looks like. So HTML, it will be looking like in this symbol, and JS, it will going to be looking like this, and style is going to be looking like this, but icon is going to be looking like this. But whenever you are installing that extension, your code is going to be really looking, the directory which is going to be really looking amazing, because the icon which is going to be, enabled for it. So if you are going there, so you can see all that icon. Okay, so you can, Yeah, so while talking about that VS icon, you can see that complete icon, which is really looking amazing. So main.html, the HTML logos and JavaScript and CSS, those icons will be there, which is going to be really good looking. So you really know what the code you are really editing or modifying or writing or something. So that's why the first extension, which I really want to suggest you. And also there are some of the extensions which is available. So which I really want to show you on the Go. Okay, on the Go, we'll try to check it out. So while talking about the CSS preprocessor, we have the two important preprocessor, which is going to be called as SAS and then less. So guys, while talking about the SAS and then less, before that, let us check it out, the another extension called live server. So what we are going to do is, we are going to start writing the program to explore the SAS and then SAS in detail. Okay, that's what we are going to do. So let's got this day number 8. And here we have the source code category. Okay, yeah, this is what I think I will reveal the clue, I think so. So yeah, the Netflix. And before that, let us explore the CSS preprocessor. I have some sample program. Okay, so what I can do is, let me create the new folder. This is a demo. Okay, so I'm going to create another new folder for this practice. I'm sorry. Okay, you just right click and go to new and click a folder, which is for the sample. Okay, I'm just giving the name as like a sample, the empty folder. So you just right click and show more option and open with a code. That's it. Okay, so you're going to open it, and here you are going to write some program for it. So while writing a program, while talking about the optimization, I would like to show you something, okay, which is very, very needed if you are really becoming a developer. So here, this is my folder. Always try to create one folder called assets. So that is the folder where you need to keep all your files based on the type of the file. So for example, so I'm going to give the name for my column on my folder, like assets. Okay. So that's what the name which I've given for my folder, like assets. Okay, so asset or so that's what which I've did. Okay, so what we are going to do is, so we are going to create additional files. Okay, so whatever the file which is going to be needed, so everything which is going to be added into it. So once we have created an asset, inside that we are going to create some category folder. For an example. Okay, instead of creating a file, again creating a folder. So for this folder, you can give the name like CSS, something like this. CSS folder, which is going to be separately available. And here we have, again, in the sample. So here we have the CSS folder, and additional other folder, you can give the name for, JavaScript. Okay. So JS or something. Okay. So if you really want those type of directories or something, you can just create inside that certain folder. That's why the asset folder which we are creating. Okay. So and inside the asset folder here we have CSS and JavaScript. So likewise, you can able to maintain the multiple multiple directory, even if it is for images. So you can create image like this. Okay, wait a minute. Let me delete this. Okay, assert and then images. And here we have creating another folder called, for CSS. Okay, so likewise, based on the need, you can create a multiple folders for the need. Okay, so and also another thing for the JavaScript. So likewise, you can create multiple folders. And also right now, if you are going to create a HTML, so always people will be going here and let me give the name like main.html. So since we have already included an icon, so it is going to be looking like this. So for an example, first of all, here we have got this main.html file. Here is the place where we are going to write the program. But always people will be writing the program by simply typing like this, right? So HTML. So likewise, people will be typing and they'll be putting the tags like again, the head tag or something. So they'll be writing the basic program like this. But instead, so in this Visual Studio Code, there are some benefits which you can use. While talking about the benefits, you can just put an exclamatory here, and here it is going to show you like this, exclamatory, emit, abbreviation, something. You can simply press enter so that all the basic HTML code will be automatically generated by itself. So if you are really hearing this for the first time, you just post FT in your live chat. Okay, you don't want to write these type of basic program, you can put exclamatory here and you can press enter so that automatically the basic HTML code will be created for you. Okay, is it clear? So is it clear? So that's which I've did. So right now I have only a main.html file, and in the body, so for an example, let me create the program like h1. Okay, so while talking about the heading which we are going to create, but for that heading, let us add some class. Class is equals to, which is heading design. Okay, something like that, because I'm going to write some CSS for it. So class is equals to heading design is equals to welcome to this Warriors Way Hub community. So this is what I've written. Okay, always whenever you are really doing some designing stuff, you will be doing it in the CSS. But before that, always what we will used to do is we will be copying the path, right? So we will be copying the path and we'll be moving on to the folder, the browser, and you can simply paste like this. This is how we will be executing the program. So, and also whatever the changes which you are making, for an example, in this program, welcome to this Warriors Way community. Are you ready? So if you are really doing any modification, what we will be doing, you'll be going here and you'll be hitting enter so that whenever you are refreshing, this output will be changed. So this is what the usual thing always we will be doing. But to avoid those type of time where you are going there and you are refreshing that page and etc., you can check it out another extension called Live Server. So what you just do is you just open your Visual Studio and go to extension and type Live Server. So whenever you are typing the Live Server, it is going to show you a lot of options. Here, Live Server by Ritvik Day. So you can use this. So what you can do is you can simply click install. So what it will make you to do is you don't want to go and refresh your page again and again and again. So this will, this will keep on, keep on monitoring your what are the changes which you are making in the program. And based on the changes which you are making in the program, it will be automatically updated in the page in the output. So hope it is really interesting. So that's what it is all about. So right now we guys have installed it. So activation, load time improved. So everything is done. And right now we have a HTML. Okay. So now let us go to this directory. This is what the main.html we have right now. And there is a difference, guys. Instead of right clicking it and copying the path and just opening it, there is a difference. Okay. It is completely different. It will be refreshed only if you are clicking this refresh symbol or if you are refreshing the page. But if it wanted to be automatically updated, you can right click that file and you can click open with Live Server. So whenever you are clicking that open with Live Server, it is going to ask you hello. So I'm going to click hello. So you can see the URL which it got updated. Can you able to see that? 127.00. So this is completely different. Let me show you an output. So in the same HTML code, okay, let me expand this a bit. Okay, in the same HTML program. So first of all, I'm going to delete it. So whenever I'm going to delete it, it will be automatically updated on the right hand side. So if you are really seeing this for the first time, you just post FT in your live chat. Okay, live server, which is going to be really helpful for changing the output easily, so that you can write the code in this left hand side and you can observe the changes on the right hand side. So instead of going and clicking the refresh and then again and again, hereafter we are going to use the live server so that it is going to keep on updating by itself. So these are all the way where we are reducing the time of writing and executing the program. So here we have made our system to be ready. And right now for this HTML, of course, we need to create the CSS for it, of course. So what do you just do? You can just go and create the folder, assert. Okay, so I've created an assert. And for the assert, let me create another folder called CSS. Okay, I think... okay, so here we have an assert. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, so if you really want here, you can just create another file inside that, directory. So here I'm going to give the name like, of course, the style.css. So whenever you are creating it, the style.css, which has been appeared. So right now, so in this style.css, first of all, we need to write the program, right? While talking about the main.html file. So we are going to write the design for it. So while talking about this design, the class which you have kept is heading underscore the design. So this is what the class which we have created. So we are going to create that. Okay, heading dot design. So that's what the heading design, and here we are going to write the CSS for it. Okay, so while talking about that heading hyphen design, so this is what the class, right? So class is equals to heading hyphen design. So in this design, so we are going to change, for an example, if you wanted to change the color. Okay, so if you are really changing the color property like red, so this is what the normal property we guys have did in the CSS. Okay, heading design. And we have changed just a color. And definitely we need to include that in here. So to include the right here, you don't want to write like this. Okay, so style tag and those things. Instead, you can just simply type style and you can press enter so that it is going to be automatically showing you this option. Okay, so you can just type style and you'll be getting, the script or the tag for it. So here you can able to include that CSS, which is gonna be really, really required for, do the changes or modification in this HTML program. So that's where the normal thing, which we used to always set up here, we'll be writing the CSS like this. So dot heading hyphen design and color colon red. So, but what is the very important thing about, using that, the feature called SAS is we can use the SAS to do different way. For an example, while talking about the SAS, at first there is a two type of writing a syntax. One type is SAS, where you will be saving the program in SAS, where you don't want to put these braces in your SAS file. Okay, so without a braces, you can just simply put dot heading hyphen design and you can put color colon red. So that is how you can able to, write the program in the normal SAS. But there is also another difference, which is, another thing, which is SCSS. There is another syntax where you can use the same CSS kind of the code, the syntax which you are writing, and you can convert that normal CSS into SCSS. So guys, are you clear? So if you are clear with this, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. So that's what the thing. So that's what you can able to do. Okay, so here, I have the sample program. So what the thing is, while talking about the CSS, this is how the CSS will looks like. But at the same time, if you are really creating another folder, for an example, that CSS, let me give the name like SCSS. Okay, whenever you are really typing SCSS, you can able to see the logo, how it has been printed. So for that SAS, so I'm going to add those SAS file for an example. Let me create a new file, which is like style.scss. So how that SAS will be looking like, the same program, but it should be without these braces. So that's how the SAS code will be looking like. So guys, is it clear? So if it is clear, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. Is it clear? Okay. So that is the first difference between the normal CSS versus the SCSS. So SCSS is also one of the, way where you can able to write the CSS. So as we have already discussed, what is the advantages of this type of CSS preprocessor? Efficiency, maintainability, powerful features, and a lot of plugins which is available to do a lot of functionalities. That's why we are going for that preprocessors. But on talking about the preprocessor, while talking about the SAS itself, there is a two way of writing a syntax. This is the first way of writing a syntax where you don't want to put those braces and all, because here it will all work based on the indentation. So whenever you are writing like this, this is indented. So if you really have any paragraph tag, so you will be indenting like this. Okay, so like para hyphen design. If you have already created the class there, so para design and enter, and also here there is not going to be any semicolon, and here, and you're going to press tab and color colon. You'll be writing the code like this. So I hope we are clear with this, guys. If you are clear with this, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. Okay. So where red color in output? Okay, it's very simple because we haven't included it. So whenever you are really typing link, so whenever you're hitting enter, so the style sheet which is going to be appeared. So here it is asking for the href. So while talking about the href, I really want to call the style.css. So that's why it is not reflecting. So to call that, so I'm going to call my assets folder. So assets/css/style.css. So whenever you are executing, it is going to be the output. I hope you are clear with this. And here you can ask me why you have put at a dot. So dot is nothing but the current directory. That's where all my folder lies, right? So that's why I have given the name like dot assets/css.style.css. So that's where you can able to see an output. Okay. So right now, even in the CSS, if you are really changing into like green, it is going to be changed out on output. I hope you are clear with this, guys. Okay. So if you are clear about it, you just post clear Sanjay in live chat. So this is why we have linked it, guys. So while talking about this, so here we have that style.sas, where this is one of the way that I've already told you. If you really have any, anything need to be bigger, written in big with the help of the CSS preprocessor. If you are really exploring the SAS, this is the first way to write the SCSS. Without braces, you are going to terminate, you are going to delete that semicolon and all. You can write the syntax in this way without without those braces and all. It has been completely working based on the indentations. Whereas there is an alternative way where you can use that SAS. Okay, because there is a two variation. One variation is this. Another variation is SCSS. Okay, you can call it in the name of like super CSS or something. So that is going to be named as like, for an example, style.scss. So that's also an alternative way, but it is going to be same as like your CSS. Okay, so you can do a lot more things. I'll be showing you a demo, guys. Don't get overtake me. Okay, just try to come with me parallelly. And also while talking about the SAS, which runs on Ruby originally. Ruby is also another programming language, which is also a popular programming language. But right now we can able to compile this SAS with the help of the Node.js as well. So it can be compiled using Node.js, as we have already did that in the previous session. We guys have already installed the Node.js. So here we can able to run we can able to compile this SAS file with the help of the Node.js. I hope you already installed the Node.js. So right now what you can do is you can open your terminal. Okay, so here we have this option to go to here, terminal and new terminal. And here you can able to check it out whether you have a Node.js installed in your system or not. So to do that, you can just simply type node space hyphen hyphen version. So if you are really hitting enter, okay. Okay, so the spelling is wrong. So yeah, so node space hyphen hyphen version. If you are hitting enter, you can see the node version is 18.17.1. And also please check out whenever you are install the node, it will install the another very important the function called npm, which is node package manager. So npm space, okay, so npm space hyphen hyphen version. So if you are heading enter, so you can able to see that as well. Okay, so you can see, so node space hyphen hyphen version, so which given 18.17.1, and whereas npm space hyphen hyphen version which given 9.6.7. That's what we really wanted to make sure whether we install the Node.js in our environment or not. That just make sure it. And then while talking about this SaaS, which is going to be really helpful for a lot of purposes, everything which I've documented here, if you really want to refer it, you can just go and refer. And like a SaaS, there is also another type of preprocessor which is going to be called as a less, which has been completely influenced by JavaScript, where it is also going to be same looking like the normal CSS. Okay, based on the requirement, based on the need, we can choose any one of the things. And right now, we'll do the step-by-step process to compile this application and etc. The first thing you need to execute this is, first of all, you need a Node.js. Please check whether it is working properly or not. And second thing, you need an npm, which is, we have checked out the version right now. It is also good. And live SaaS compiler is also needed, but that we can check it out later. So first of all, check whether the node is properly working. The version, please check out whether the version has been shown. And then please check out the npm version. And then please install the SaaS with the help of the node itself. So just open your terminal. I hope you all know how to open the terminal. Go there and click terminal and click a new terminal. That's it. It will be coming here. And once you have checked out whether node is installed and npm is clear, and you can install the SaaS by using the command like npm space install space SASS. Just hit enter. So what it will do, it will install the SaaS in your environment. If you are clear about this step, guys, you just post clear Sanjay in your lecture. Right now, you can see added 17 packages in 5 seconds. npm found. So yeah, so that's it. Okay, we have installed the SaaS. Are you clear about this step? So I've given the detailed procedure in this document. So npm install SaaS. And right now, this is the very important point which a lot of people are really not covering. So what is the very important thing is, once you have completed your installation of SaaS in your environment, if you are going to check out the SaaS version, if it is not giving this version, instead, if you are seeing this error, if you got this error, whenever you are executing SaaS space hyphen hyphen version in your environment, if you are getting this error like this one, like, cannot be loaded because running script is disabled. If you are getting this error, you need to follow the procedure which I have given. Guys, always in our community, we will be learning everything based on the errors. Okay, whenever you are facing this error, what is going to be the solution? Because a lot of people are not covering. Whenever people are telling whenever they're executing command like SASS space hyphen hyphen version, they might face an error like this. Running script is disabled. If you are facing this error, please follow this step. What you do is, please open your PowerShell. Okay, you can use your PowerShell. Okay, Windows PowerShell will be there. So what you just do is, open your PowerShell as an administrator. Just click and open as an administrator. And then you need to execute the command. So while talking about the first command, you need to execute the command like get hyphen execution policy. This is what the command which you need to execute first. Go into the PowerShell and type get hyphen execution policy and hit enter. And it is showing me remote signed. But if you are really got that error, you will see the error like restricted. Okay, this is the message you will be seeing in your output, restricted. So once, if you are really seeing the restricted, then you just use the second command. like set hyphen execution policy remote sign. If you are hitting enter, it will ask yes or no. Just type Y and then enter. So that's it. Okay. So type Y and enter. Okay. That's it. Guys, do you really love it? So if you really love this tip, you just post, I love this, Sanjay, in your live chat. Because this is the problem people will be facing when they are really bringing up the SaaS into their environment. If you're really loving it, you just post, I loving it, Sanjay, in your live chat. Okay. So first of all, we have installed the node. Already we have did it in the previous sessions. And NPM is already is going to be coming with that. So NPM, which is nothing but node package manager. And then with the help of the node, we guys have installed the SaaS. We are going to compile it with the help of that. And then we guys have checked out the SaaS version. When we are checking out the SaaS version, you might get an error. If you are not getting an error, no problem. You can skip this step. But if you are getting the error like cannot be loaded because running script is disabled, you need to open your PowerShell as an administrator and you just execute this command, and if you will see restricted, and then execute this command and type Y and then enter. That's it. Okay, you'll be getting a final. Then again, if you are really trying out the SaaS space hyphen version, you will get this response. Like look out that my SaaS version is 1.75.0. compiled with the Dart. I hope you already heard about the Dart. Dart is also one of the popular programming language. So with the help of Dart only, the Docker, those things have been created. This is also one of the popular programming language. So here we guys have got our SaaS ready. So right now our SaaS has been ready. So right now, another very important thing, while talking about the SaaS, which we have already created. So here we have the CSS, SaaS file. As I've already told you, SaaS can be done it in the two ways. One way, an indentation mode, where you don't want to include the braces and semicolon, you can have like this. So this is like normally looking like a notepad, like plain text. But there is a second methodology where it is going to be exactly like the normal CSS. But the extension we have saved is .scss. That's what the only difference between the first SaaS type and second SaaS type. Okay, hope you are clear with the two types. Okay. So once you have did that, what we are going to do is we are going to convert this SaaS script into the normal CSS with the help of the compiler SaaS thing we have. Okay. So what you need to do is simply go to open your terminal and type SaaS space and the file name. You have the style.scss, right? That's what you need to access it. So to access that, so here we have given the instruction like SaaS. Let me expand it for you guys. Yeah. So here we have the SaaS, and where I have the code, so I have it in ./asset. Okay, asset / here we have these files on SaaS / and style.scss. So this is what the command, okay, SaaS space and style.scss file which you are accessing, and then we are going to save the modified SaaS into your CSS directory. For an example, again same, I'm going to save it in the assets, and here instead right now we are going to save it in CSS, and we are going to save it in the new file SaaS. Okay, let me give some new name for it. Modified SaaS to CSS. Okay, so it is a long name. So right now we are going to give the name like .css. So we are converting SaaS into CSS script. So right now we have really executed it, and whenever you are hitting enter, it will create another modified CSS for you. So guys, is it clear? If you are clear with this, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. Are you clear about it? So here we guys have converted normal CSS into the SaaS into the CSS with the help of that CSS which we guys have already installed. So that's what we guys have did. So as we have already know, you might have that doubt which is going to keep on running in your mind, that why we need a SaaS. SaaS is going to be really helpful for optimizing our program. If you really want one property which you need to access at any time you really want, but you don't want to repeat the same thing again and again, you can able to do a lot of things with the help of the SaaS. And we can able to you can able to do very complex tasks with a very minimal number of program with the help of the SaaS. So that also we are exploring, and also Tailwind, like a lot of things out there. So definitely we'll be talking about in future. But right now we are focusing on that, these SaaS and those things. Okay. So this is how we guys have converted the SaaS into the CSS. And what is the next thing we need to do? We need to bring that into your, your HTML program. So here in this HTML program, instead of accessing the normal CSS which we have, we need to access the modified CSS which we have. So once we have did that, so let us open our this one. Okay. So whatever the CSS which we have given, so especially we have whatever the thing which we have given here. So red has been here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert to a green. So this is what we have converted into a green in the SaaS file. But right now in this, in the terminal, I'm going to recompile it again. So style.css SaaS into the modified class to CSS. So likewise, we are changing. So tada! So welcome to this What is a Hub. So you will have one question right now, Sanjay. Do I wanted to write the same CSS like in a SaaS? And do I want to compile it again? So if I'm changing the green into red or whatever the modification which I'm really doing in the SaaS file, do I want to recompile it again? Yes. But so that's why there is another benefit. You can use the live SaaS compiler. So whenever you are going for the live SaaS compiler to have the auto update for the CSS, so one way where you can use the command, the same command, but you can use the keyword like watch. So what does it mean by watch? While converting that as well. So in this terminal, let me show you. In the terminal, instead of simply converting as like SASS space style.SaaS file space CSS, here you can use one one keyword called watch. So what is mean by watch means it will keep on watching the changes in your SaaS file. So that is the one way where you can use it. So whenever you are hitting enter, so what it will do, SaaS is watching for the changes. So right now you don't want to compile it again. So whenever you are, okay, let me here. Okay, so here let me put yellow or something. Okay, whenever you are putting yellow, so this thing will be changed. But here the terminal need to be on the running condition. It need to keep on running. It is going to keep on observing whatever the changes which you are making in the SaaS. So that's of the disadvantage of using the first thing by using the watch command. So -watch, so -w, which is going to keep watching the modification in your SaaS file. But there is an alternative way where you can use the SaaS compiler. So to do a SaaS compiler, so right now, yeah, here we have a compiler which is watching, and you can stop compiler by using the shortcut like Control C. So whenever you are pressing Control C, so it is going to stop watching that, SaaS changes and those things. And right now, go to the extension, and you can check it out. This the next extension called Live SaaS Compiler. Okay, so Live SaaS Compiler. So you can type it and you can hit enter. So you can see like this. Okay, Glenn Marks have shown that. And what is this? Okay. This extension is depreciated. Okay. So likewise, there are a lot of other, live SaaS compiler, which is also going to be out there. You can go there and you can install it. So if you are using this type of live SaaS, compiler, you don't want to watch it. You don't want to use that command like -watch. You can see below it is showing you watch. So what does it mean by that watch? It is going to keep on seeing the modification which you are really giving it in your SaaS file. That's what it is going to be done. And right now we need to enable it again. So we need to run this again so that it is going to be shown. Okay, and here, okay, right now it has been watching. So we need to enable as like a watch. So it is going to keep on watching, and it is gonna be changed, but okay. So where it is actually watching, so which is full stack web developer CSS assets. So style.css. Okay, so this is what it is really watching. Okay, so this is how it can be done. Okay, so we can just check it out, and it is going to be updated, but I'll be checking out, and I'll let you know. So this is how you can able to use the different SaaS and watching and automatically changing. Everything can be done with the help of the SaaS. And while talking about another very important real demo on this SaaS, I would like to show you another very important thing which we have already did. Let me show you that. Okay. So here we have the same thing which I've did it with the help of the SaaS button. Okay. So let me open it in the code. So just right now, you just watch this. You can see I have a main.html. Okay. And also I used to have the style.sas file. So if you are clearly seeing this, okay, wait a minute, we have expanded this package. Okay, so this is what I have included this. So carefully watch it. As I've already shown you, it is having a lot of features which is out there. Like if you are talking about the variables, like storing a fonts, colors, or any CSS value, what does it mean? For an example, in your website which you are creating, in our even personal website which you have created, for every button, for every header, we guys have used some common colors, right? The pink and blue gradient. I hope you all remember. If you all remember that, you just post remember Sanjay in your live chat. So that color gradient which we guys have used on the personal website, we guys have used the same color gradient in the header. We guys have used the same gradient in button. We guys have used the same gradient in a lot of places. So what you can do is, if you are using a SaaS, you can initialize like a variable, like primary color is this, secondary color is this. So whenever you need, you can access the certain variable to do the task easily. But you can't able to do this in your normal CSS. But it can be able to be easily done with the help of the SaaS. Guys, are you all really clear out the difference between the normal CSS versus the SaaS? If you are clear about it, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. And second thing, write a nested rules, which make it easier to maintain the hierarchy of the visual element. Because when this is there, for an example, if it is in the mobile condition, do this. If this is in this condition, do this. So likewise, you can write like a looping statement or nested condition by using the SaaS. That is the second benefit. And third benefit is a mixins. Mixin is reusable blocks of the code that can be included in other selectors to reduce the code. Because if you are really going to select something like ID or class or anything, you can use this thing as a reusable blocks, like mixin flex container. It is going to be the display flex and justify content like space between align items. So whenever you are creating some personal website, you need some vertical section or two column section. Two column section means you can create like a mixin. So whenever you need that section to be repeated in your lot of places of your program, you can call that easily. Is it clear, guys? If it is clear, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. So it is like the calling the certain group of property whenever you really need easily with a very minimal number of program. You don't want to write it again and again. Because if I need in my personal website, if you need horizontal section with two column, if you need that same in the different places on your HTML in your website, you will be writing the same program again. Or sometimes you'll be calling with the name of the properties, but you can configure that as a individual blocks, recallable blocks. So you can able to call that block anytime you really want. And inheritance. Share sets of CSS property from one selector to another. For an example, if you have one parent, child or something, you can get the certain property from the parent to the child 1, child 2, child 3. For an example, if there are having a 3 column, inside each and every column, it is having 3 rows or something. So you can access the certain property based on its own parent or child kind of relationships. So it is going to be in a public. So likewise, that's what the inheritance is, right? So child-parent relationship, you can access the property based on that inheritance. That's what you can able to do. And also, if you really wanted to perform any mathematical functions inside the style sheet itself, that this also can be done with the help of the SAS. Guys, are you clear about the benefit of using SAS? So that's what we have did. Okay, mix in flex container. Whenever you need a flex container, you can call it. And inside the header, background color. For the background color, we have called the variable called the primary color property. I mean the variable. And padding is a base padding. So as said, normally what the padding you will use. I've initialized a variable, you can call it. And include flex container. We are really calling this, the container. If you really want it, again, you can also do it again. So dot logo. So font size we have given, and navigation menu, underline something we have created. So whatever the variable you really want, you can just call font hyphen stack, because this has been really, really helpful for the real-time deployment. So let me show you. Open with live server. Yeah, this is what we have created. So whenever you really need, if you really need the same type of container again, so you can just call in the name of like this. Okay, at the rate include flex container. So that is what the preprocessor which I've talked about. It is like libraries or something. Okay, you can create as like a library. Whenever that section is really required at any part of your code, you can access it easily. Guys, I need clear from all the people who are present in the life. So that's why the very important benefit of the SAS or this kind of preprocessors. With the help of the preprocessor, you can minimize the code. You can configure the certain part of the code as a reusable blocks. So whenever you really require, you can call that block, so that you don't want to write the same program again and again to where it is going to make your complete program to be very, very bigger. Complete CSS is going to be very bigger. So it is not going to do that. So we can avoid it very easily with the help of that, this type of SAS. So that's what it's all about, guys. Okay, are you clear about it? Are you all satisfied? So clear, Sanjay bro. That's great. That's great. That's great. So amazing. Thank you so much. Super clear and very interesting. So very easily it can be done. So normal CSS is the thing which it is not gonna be, what to say, we can't able to write more number of we can't able to do more number of function within a very short lines of program. We can't able to do it in the normal CSS. So that's why we are jumping onto the SAS, where you can do those things. You can do this type of functions. Everything we have written in the clear documentation. You can just go and read it. Take your time and read it. So even if you really wanted to check out those tutorials, so I've given the cheat sheets as well. So for example, here I have a cheat sheet. Let me show that for you. So this is style, SAS cheat sheet. So if you are checking out here, you can see SAS supports two different syntaxes. One is with normal indentation, another one which is going to follow the same like a CSS. Look out that SCSS. The SCSS syntax is used as a file extension called .scss with a few small exception. Okay, it's superset of CSS. You can call that SCSS in the names of like supersetters of SCSS or super CSS or something like that. So which means essentially all valid CSS is valid in CSS as well, because of its similarity to CSS. Whatever the code which you are writing in CSS, it can be easily moved into the SAS itself. I mean, especially SCSS itself, super CSS. So look out that how the syntax is out there. So whatever the thing, so everything which is there given. And the second type, which is the indented syntax. Indented syntaxes, it is not like a same exact CSS. It is moreover same, but that braces is not going to be there. The curly braces is not going to be there. And the semicolons and all not going to be there. So it's just an indentation. This 3 line is under this one. This line is under this selector. All these line under this mixin. So that's what it really means. Hope you are clear with this, guys. Okay. So not only creating a variables or not only doing this type of functions, we can do a lot more things with the help of this SAS. Okay. Even sometimes you can able to create the variables in the CSS itself, but moreover, you can do it in a very easily, and also you can able to create other more functionalities like reusable blocks and this type of generalizing the properties and call when it requires. So you can do bigger functionality within a small sort of program with the help of this SAS. So that's what this session is all about. And also the second part of the session where we have a demonstration. So I hope you all really waiting for it. And also in this doc, I've given you the clear example. So this is the same, the demo. For that demo code, I've given you the difference between each and everything. Let me show you. Okay. The same output right now we guys have seen, right? So which is on the demo on SAS, right? This is what we have explored. So for that, I've given you the clear explanation, the difference between by using a normal CSS and SAS. That's what I've explained it clearly, the difference between using a SAS and without using a SAS. Just see that. So while talking about this code in the variable, we guys have defined all the five variables here in the SAS. Just look at that: primary color, secondary color, font stack, base padding are defined as a variable, which means you can reuse these values throughout your style sheet, ensuring consistency and making it easier to make global style changes. We guys have did it with the help of the SAS. But if you wanted to do the same thing in CSS, to achieve the same, you would need to manually update each usage of these values whenever the changes are needed, which is error prone and time consuming, of course. So we really wanted to do the manual update and etc. So that's what the first difference. And second things, mixins. While talking about the mixins, which is really making us the certain property or certain changes in the CSS to be reusable blocks. So that's where the mixin we guys have used. So the mixin flex container is a reusable blocks of the code that can be included in any selector. Using # include flex container, this reduces redundancy and improves code maintenance because you can use the block anytime you really want. But while talking about the CSS, if you are going to do the same thing in the CSS, there is no support for mixins in the CSS. You would have to repeat the flex container styles whenever it is needed, because the same thing which really made our personal website to be that CSS code to be very bigger. Are you all getting clarity, guys, by seeing this? So if you are really getting this type of clarity, you just give your comments in the live chat. So that's what the second very important difference between using SAS and using a CSS. And third thing is just about nesting. While talking about the nesting, in this code allows you to nest your CSS selectors in a way that follows the same visual hierarchy as your HTML. Because you just see here, in my HTML, there is some nested condition like, first of all, there is a body. Inside the header, we have a div. Inside this, inside the header, we have a div and then navigation. But inside the navigation, we have underline. Inside the underline, we have a list. Just see this style. Are you clear? The complete CSS has been nested. Guys, is it amazing? Are you all really clear and getting clarity about the SAS? Okay, if you are really getting super clarity, you just post yes, Sanjay, in your live chat. So it has been nested the same as like the HTML structure. You can't able to do this in your CSS, but it can be done in the SAS. Look out that based on the nesting itself. First thing is a nav. So nav is here. And second thing is a underline. So for the underline, we guys have did some styling. And inside the underline, we have a list. For the list, we guys have did all these styling. Is it amazing? If it is amazing, you just post amazing Sanjay in your live chat, guys. And also you just see inside the list, we have an anchor tag, like link or something, a anchor tag. So inside this list, for the list, we have defined the property. And for the anchor tag, we have defined the nested property again. And for that anchor, for that link, whenever you are hovering, what it should do, it should show the secondary color. That's also been done. Is it awesome? If it is really awesome, you just post awesome Sanjay in your live chat. So that's what, okay, the nested thing which has also been done in this program. That's what the third important difference. So that's why I've prepared this doc, guys. I hope you're really loving this doc. And then fourth thing, which is inheritance and placeholders. So while talking about this, just carefully read it. Using $button-base as a placeholder from which other classes like .submit-button can inherit properties using @extend. So in our program, here we have where it is, which is like button base. Yeah. So here we have one button base, which is in the prefix of $ symbol. So on the button face and as a placeholder from which other classes like submit button can inherit the properties using @extend. So for this base button base, the padding, the margin, background color, border, everything which is being set, because whenever you are looking out a certain site, moreover in every button you will use some similar properties, the rounded corners or the button's color. When you are hovering the button, what the color need to be changed. Some similar property will be using on all the button which is present in all the complete site. So that can be defined with the help of the inheritance. When it is required, you can access it with the help of @extend. So if you need it in the submit button, you can bring that property. Is it amazing? Is it clear? So if you need all these property, you can just simply call @extend button base. Awesome. If it is awesome, if it is really awesome, you just give your comments in the live chat. So you don't want to put rounded corner again, these things again, because in our personal website, we guys have did that it really made our personal website to be very, very longer than we think, right? We guys have did the same. We guys have did a very longer process where we have added those things, right? So 7 main.html. So look how that. So if you are really seeing that, look how that. This is one button. This is the second button. This is the third button. And here also we are having a same button. But if you need this type of same gradient, like this pink and blue switch color gradient in this, here, in here, in here, you can define everything in here as a button base. So when it is required in the certain, any other classes, any other, accessor or something, selector, you can define that class name and @extend that property, that button base or something. So it will access all these properties when it is required. If you really need to create another button, okay, like here, if you are really having another button, let me call, okay. So in our website itself, I'm going to create multiple button, okay, submit button 2 or 3 or something like that. You can just go here and if there is a different class, you can just bring up that submit button and you can access the certain property when it is required. So guys, is it amazing? So are you clearly understood the need of SaaS? If you clearly understood, with your permission, we'll be going for the next demonstration. So if you clearly understood, just give your comments in the live chat. Okay, so that's what the SaaS is all about. Okay, so we guys have did this SaaS for this type of task which we guys have explored right now. So apart from the SaaS, I've also brought something interesting for you, which is going to be really, really amazing. So definitely you will love it. Okay, so guys, while talking about another very important demo, this is going to be a bonus session for you. Okay, are you all ready? You just post ready Sanjay in your live chat or clear and ready Sanjay in your live chat for another some interesting demo. You just give your comments in the live chat, make it faster. Okay, so whenever you are really wanted to learn this full stack web development, the people or the company who is charging around 80,000 rupees or 20,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 1.5 lakh, they will be having one project to clone the Netflix. Okay, that's what a lot of times people will be teaching you. But I really wanted to make this to be in a easy way as a bonus. So just carefully watch this real Netflix. Okay, just carefully watch the real Netflix. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, guys. It's okay. It's not. Wait a minute, guys. Yeah. So just carefully watch this real Netflix. So while talking about the Netflix, you can see Netflix website creation is super easy. It is not harder than people are telling you. Okay, because you just see here the Netflix logo at the top and home TV shows, this kind of TV shows, this kind of news are here. And actually, you just think in terms of a developer. Okay, just carefully watch the Netflix logo at the top and menu items. This is all some group which is all left aligned, and the second group which is a right aligned, which is having a search icon, children, and some notification and profile. So that likewise it is on the right. And if you are seeing here, it is played some video, and it is showing you the movie or series logo and some paragraph content and just two buttons, and that's it. Okay, this is what the first thing. And just scrolling down, everything is same. Guys, don't pay 1.5 lakh rupee to learn this. It's very easy. Okay, as days going by, we are going to build it better. I'm not going to show you the completion of the Netflix, but I'm going to show you the heroic section of the Netflix which we guys have did. Are you ready? If you are ready, you just post ready Sanjay in your live chat. I would like to show you this. Okay, so first of all, let me open it in the VS. Okay, I have simple files. Okay, I haven't created a lot of things, only the heroic section. So let me show you. Right click, open with live server. Ta-da! So this is what the Netflix which we guys have created. Okay, is it amazing? Okay, if it is really amazing, you just post amazing Sanjay in your live chat. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Okay, instead of this, let me do one thing. Okay, instead of showing it in the live server, let me open the copy path. Let me open it here. Ta-da! You just see here. Isn't it amazing? Is it really somewhat looking similar to the real Netflix? So this is the real Netflix we have whenever the video is playing. So this is how it is going to be displayed. So look how that. So I'm going to refresh it. Let me show you. So this is how it is going to be shown. So where when video is playing, it is going to show like that. I think, yeah. So it is going to show like that. It is going to have a logo here. It is going to have a paragraph and two buttons and the header section, so like Netflix and the menus and these things at the right. So carefully watch. So this is what the Netflix clone, which we guys have created. Okay, only something might be missing. So definitely we'll be modifying it on the upcoming days, but it is just demo on this specific day. So you can see Netflix and menus are right. That's good. And the right hand side section also good. That's also completed. And this logo and some paragraph will be shown at some times. That's why I have dropped the paragraph. So paragraph and play button and more info. This format I want to change. So this is, and also background video, which is completely playing. So in this heroic section, what is the pending work we have? Okay, let us, let us create like this. Okay. So hereafter, you can able to see this, mind map, Netflix update. Okay. So which is on this day 8, we have started the demo. So let me call like this Ash 1, the first step, the hero section. Okay. Hero section is nothing but when the people are visiting the certain website, the first section which is going to be shown for them. So hero section. So while talking about the hero section, so what are all the things we have did and pending. Okay, something. Okay, we can make like it like a progress. Okay, while seeing this output. So first of all, what are all the things we guys have did first? While talking about the doing, so logo, Netflix logo. That's the first thing we guys have brought into the top left corner. And then we guys have brought, we guys have brought the menu items. So menu items in the sense like this one, the home, TV shows, movies, new, popular. So guys, let me close this. Yeah. So that's what we guys have did. So menu items. And then what we guys have did, the right hand side section. So right section. So these all three is all under the, under the navigation menu. So that's what we guys have did. And what we guys have did next, which is like background video. Okay, BG video. So that's also we guys have did. And then what we guys have did is the 2 buttons. Okay, that's also we guys have did 2 buttons on the video. Okay, on the video itself, 2 buttons, and also movie logo and movie description. So these are the things we guys have did up to this on in this day 1. And while talking about the pending task, the first important pending task which is out there is the shadow. So while talking about the shadow in the navigation menu, as in a real Netflix account, they have some shadow at the headers. So that's what I haven't completed up to this point, because you can see, but it is also the same dark movie. That's why it is showing you like this. But other than that, if it is, a light movie, you can see some black color shadow at the top. That I haven't completed it. So that's what the second thing. Okay. So black shadow at the top of the screen. Okay, that's the first thing which we really wanted to do. And second thing what we guys wanted to do is the button formatting, because my the button which I have dropped here, it is not looking good. So we need to format that. Buttons formatting, that we need to do. That's the second thing. And third thing what we need to do is, so here they have dropped something like they haven't played the video infinity times. They have played only 1 time, and if they really want to play it again, there is some refresh symbol, a refresh icon they have dropped. So whenever you're clicking the refresh icon, it need to be displayed. So that's why the refresh the video play after it stopped the playing. Okay, that's what another thing which we need to do. Guys, do you really love this process? So if you really love this process, you just post, I love it, Sanjay, in your live chat. Okay, that's what certification. You buy a certification. So that buy a certification section we need to do. And also, if you have clearly noticed that refresh symbol, if you have clicked that refresh symbol, when video is playing, it is showing something like audio sound. So whenever you are enabling the audio, it is playing the audio for you, right? So that's what, okay. So refresh, okay. When video is playing, that refresh icon should be like audio icon. When clicked, people should hear the sound. So these are all the things which is really on pending. And other than that thing, everything is fine. Yeah, some things like this one. So whenever the people are clicking some notification, so here, if you are really clicking here, I'm also, no notification is also dead, but notification need to be designed proper. So while talking about the pending, notification, it's not a notification actually, it is a user profile drop down. So drop down with icon, okay, because in the real side it is having some icons there. So that's what the thing which is needed. And here we have next thing what we need that notification. So notification or these things, okay, but moreover it is fine. So this is what the heroic section modification need to be done. Is it amazing? So this is what the process Netflix update. So right now, let us explore the program a bit. Are you ready? So it won't take more time, guys. It's going to be very, very simple. Don't think Netflix creation is very harder. It is very, very simple. But another very important disclaimer, which I really want to tell you. Guys, right now, we are not doing this task by accessing the database or something like that. We have all these repositories like videos and images, everything in my local directory. We are not accessing this type of files from any databases or any sources or something. Okay, so but that is also can be done. Okay, some experts who already know these type of thing, they might tell you you are just simply accessing all the data from the Netflix, the local directory, and you are doing it is so easy. Yeah, it can be done. So I'm just telling you, it is one of the way where you can do, and also that alternative way is also going to be there. Okay, so it's just simple. Okay, it's very simple. And don't, if anyone exaggerating that you are going to create a Netflix, don't get exaggerated. It's super easy. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, are you ready? If you're all ready, all the people who are present in the live, simply post ready Sanjay in your live chat. I've made this code with a detailed step-by-step comment. I hope you will really love it. So be ready for it. So first thing, I hope you already know the document type, HTML, basic things, and English language. And in the head tag, we guys have encoding format and the viewports and the title, which is need to be displayed in here, the Netflix. I'm sorry, it is a real Netflix. Yeah. So here you can see the Netflix clone. So that's what it need to be done. Even if you really want to put the Netflix logo here, yeah, that's also need to be done. In the title, in the pending task, Netflix logo at heading or the title. Okay. So that's also can be done. Yeah. So while talking about this code, and also we guys have included the CSS file. So styles_2.css. So that's what we guys have done. So head tag is being closed. Very simple. And right now we'll go for the body tag. So while talking about the first body tag, before even starting the content, have you noticed that? Before even starting the complete content, all the content is present inside the video background. Because so here the Spider-Man video is playing. All the content like this Spider-Man logo, this paragraph, this button, this more info, even this navigation bar, which is a transparent, right? So everything which should be inside this video. So that's why we have created a dev class called video background. And we guys have used the tag like video autoplay. So look out that. So here, let me write the comment for you. So what is the thing is, all the content should be inside this video. So that's why we have created the first div as a video background. So, and after that, what we are going to do is, we are going to bring the video into this website. Okay, like bringing the video. So while talking about the video, so here we have already have video.mp4 file, which I have it in my local directory video.mp4. So that is the video. So source space src is equals to video.mp4, type is equals to video/mp4. That's what we guys have did for the video alone. So if you have clearly noticed this first div, let us consider one by one class. The first class is a video background. Let us copy this as well. Let us go for the CSS and Control F, video hyphen background. Just see here. So in the video background, the video should not be moved on any places. So the position is fixed, and top position left. If you really want to modify it, you can modify, but I don't want to do that because it should occupy the all over edges of my window. So that's why I did that. And with this 100%, and height is whatever the height you really need, like vertical, horizontal, or the maximum space which you need to be occupy, everything which has been done. And overflow is hidden because, you know, like while talking about the overflow, if you really, if it does it really wanted to be fitted properly, and how it need to be displayed. And Z index. What does mean by Z index? As we have already know, for an example, if you have something and something need to be overlapped, so it can be overlapped, and then it can be overlapped. So video first, and then text, and then something. So that's why Z index :-1, where we have made as a -1 because it should stay behind of everything. Behind of the navigation menu, behind of this logo, behind of this paragraph, behind of this button, behind of everything, this video need to be shown. So that's why Z index is -1 clear. -1 about it. So guys, are you clear about the video? If you are clear about this, you just post clear Sanjay in your live chat. So right now, we are going to bring all the things inside or above the video. Okay, all things above the video. So that's why we have created another div called content. We have given that name called class called content. So while seeing the content alone, there is a separate class for it. So control space content. Okay, so let us see the content. While talking about the content, you guys have made that as a obsolete, and then top, which is a 50%, which is going to center vertically. Guys, it is not a navigation menu. It is this content which we have. Okay, overall, and the transform and Z index, which is 1 because it is above the video, and color and text align, which is going to be at the left. So that's what these all the text which has been aligned to the left. And with this 100% and padding is left. So let's watch the content. I'll be explaining it very soon. In the content, you can see the first thing we guys have represented is, guys, till now, have you noticed something? We have the navigation bar below. Okay. So, but before that, if you are seeing in here, so img source wall.png. What does mean by wall.png is nothing but the Spider-Man logo. So the Spider-Man logo, alt movie title image, and we have given the separate class for that logo, title hyphen image. So for that, we guys have defined it in our CSS file. So it's very simple with this 300. So for an example, if you are really changing it to 600 or something, you can observe the change. Look at that, the logo becomes very bigger. So that's what for that certain logo itself, we guys have did some designing with the help of the CSS. That's also been done. And after that, we guys have added the paragraph. So the paragraph or the tag, if you really need a title, you can enable this. I've commented it for you just for reference. If you don't need that, you can just delete like this. Okay, let me comment it and let me like this, and you can see the title. Welcome to Netflix. Okay, I think Netflix, it should not be shown like that. So that's why I'll be commenting this. So here we have a paragraph. Okay, paragraph and heading. You can also put up the heading. And here we have the paragraph. And below that, here we need a 2 button. So carefully watch. Both the button have a different style. This button is white background with the black content. And this is gray button with white content. So that's why we have created a 2 button with a different class. One is a play button. And another one is a more info button. The 2 class we have created, and we have fetched the icon from this thing. This is actually an SVG code. People are really not aware about the SVG code. So that's why in our doc, I've brought something for you. So what is the thing is, you can check out the website like fontawesome.com. That is going to be really good. That is really worked well. So if you are really pasting the fontawesome.com, if you need any icon, you can bring that icon into it. So let me close it. So just go to the search. For an example, if you need any icon like trophy or something, you can just bring like trophy. You can just type trophy. And here, yeah, definitely something is on the pro version, but also you can also check it out, the different version out there. I mean, different site out there. So you can check out the hero icons or something, but fontawesome.com, which really helped me a lot. So that's why I'll be using this fontawesome.com. If you're going here, if I'm clicking the trophy icon, whatever the icon you need. So if you're clicking the trophy icon, it is going to show you for the HTML code. And for the React code. And view code. And if it is an SVG, it's going to be SVG content like this. Is it awesome? Is it really beneficial, guys? If it is really beneficial, you just give your comments in the live chat. Okay, so look how that is. Say SVG. So it is going to give you an SVG code for you. So what you can do, you can simply click that and you can just copy it. Okay, copy the complete SVG code. And you can go here and you can paste it here. It's also one of the alternative ways. Even you can go and check it out. A lot of official, professional website, they will be using this type of SVG code to avoid unnecessary consumption of the power and etc. So that's what the thing. So you can check out this type of website. So, and then that SVG code, I just pasted it. This SVG code for the play button, which I have. I want to modify. It is not looking good at all. And here, this SVG code is for this info icon. Even if you have clearly noticed, this SVG icon, the information icon and the play button icon has been completely different from the real Netflix. In the real Netflix, this icon is somewhat bigger and this icon is somewhat different, right? So the icon is just I. There's no any formatting and this is something. So simple I. But here in the font awesome, there is some charges for the different. Look how that, guys, carefully notice whenever you are talking about it. So whenever you're talking about the icon, there is a difference. One is thin icon will be there. Thin icon means it is just going to have a borders. If it is a light, so light icon will be different. And regular means regular icon will be different. And solid means it is going to be filled by some color. So why I'm telling that is, in here, this play button icon is a solid icon. But this is somewhat like, regular icon something. Hope you are getting clear idea about it. Okay. So that's what the difference between the solid icon versus the light icon. Please careful on it, what icon which you are using. So even I've used the proper solid and the regular icon. Not good. Icon is not similar, but it is not icon like I've used. But even if you want to that, that is not available for free in this website. You can check it out, the different website, if they are giving that SVG code, you can just use it. So that's why both the icon which has been included, button going to be included. And right now, we'll be stepping on to the navigation. Navigation bar is first see the real website as a normal person. And as a developer, think Netflix at the left corner. And some of that search symbol and children symbol and the notification in user profile on the right hand side. So if you have created the complete navigation bar in a single div, if you are going to write the CSS for the single div, it will affect everything. It will affect the Netflix logo. It will affect the menu items. It will affect this icon. It will affect everything. So if you are really putting the command in the CSS like align items as a center or something like that, so everything will be aligned as a center. So Netflix will be here and Netflix will be here and here, home TV shows will be here, and search will be here, children will be. So that's why what we guys have did in this program, we guys have created two individual divs. One individual for left navigation and second div for right navigation. Guys, this is one of the way which I've did. You can also do it in a very different way. Okay, don't think you did like this, but another person have did different thing, different way. Guys, it's all designing aspects, right? So you can do it in a lot of ways. Okay, so while talking about that first div, the first div is for the complete navigation bar. For the complete navigation bar, we have created one div called so called nav bar. So for that nav bar alone, we guys have defined some property. So you can just check it out. So nav bar, while talking about the nav bar, and also clearly notice all the website, whatever the buttons and whatever the navigation menu or body or everything, it is going to use this Netflix sans font or Helvetica New or COG UI or Roboto, Ubuntu, sans serif. So like this type of font, we guys have given the complete font family. So I've already told you why we are using multiple fonts here is because some website is not going to support the Helvetica New. On the time, it will go for the next font and then it will go for the next font. So based on the need, so it is going to use. So that's why when people are defining the font, they won't just simply define one font. They will be putting multiple fonts. So to support that. So that's why we have given multiple font, and also it is being used for everything, including a button and menu bars and menu items and the titles and paragraph, everything, it is going to use the same font. That's why we have defined it at the initial of the program itself. And in the nav bar, it is a display as a flex because it is going to organize in the complete column wise. 1, 2, 3. Likewise, it is going to be completely organized. So align items as a center. Like in the single row, we are going to have every elements. And align items. So vertically, it is going to be aligned properly, because if you are not putting, if you are putting center as instead, like, let me put like baseline or something. So it is going to be displayed something different, like it is going to be dropped down or something. So likewise, so right now we guys have dropped like a center, vertical alignment. And justify content, right now we guys have given the title like space between. So it is going to be spaced properly. And background color is as transparent, because we need to see the video, right? So if you are really putting up the black here, so definitely it is going to have the black background behind this Netflix. So we don't want that black and all. It need to be displayed transparent so that we can see the video same as like the real Netflix. And padding we guys have did, and height also we guys have optimized. If you really want to modify, you can also do that. So nav bar we guys have did. And then inside the nav bar, left navigation. Left navigation is, what we are going to do is, we are going to bring these parts as in the left and these 4 sections in the right. So what we guys have did is, in the left navigation, thing we have brought is the logo at the the A tag, okay, the browse, okay. So likewise, what we guys have did, so here we have a Netflix, so that's going to be at the left. That's the first thing, navigation bar logo. And even for that logo also, we guys have defined the height if you really want it, because always whenever you're talking about that landscape logo, the way the width, it can be optimized easily, but if you are really adjusting the height, width is going to be automatically optimized. So we are just adjusting the height as a 40 pixel, because whenever you are downloading the real Netflix logo from the internet, definitely the size is going to be different. So we guys have changed the size in the code. Okay, don't try to change the size in your real images, guys. Try to always do it the size changes in the code. That's one of the tip which I really want to share with you. And after that, in the navigation bar, we guys have created another list. So here we guys have added these menus, right? Like home, TV shows, movies, my list browsed by language. So like we guys have added everything as a list. And after that, in the navigation menu, right navigation menu, so search, children, and these things we guys have did. So for that first thing, we guys have dropped the search icon. And then we guys have just put up a href for children for right now. Okay, later we can modify it based on the need. And then we guys have brought the notification icon. And for the notification icon, clearly noticed, we have created another span tag. Class is equals to notification hyphen count 3. So simply it is just a simple character called 3. Okay, that you can bring it from the database if it is a real project. But right now we are really learning, we can able to use only the HTML and JavaScript and CSS. So that's why right now we are not bringing it from the database. Simply, I just taken as like a static number as a 3. So for the 3, we will be doing a formatting like beside the 3, it should have the red color circle, same as like in the normal Netflix. You can see the red color circle around that number, right? So that's what we guys have did. Guys, are you all enjoying? If you are really enjoying, you just post I'm enjoying Sanjay in your chat. So that's what we guys have did as a span, because it just need to be in the same inside the button. So that's why we guys have brought that. And then here we have another div, the profile div. So when the profile div, so we guys have created the image source. So we guys have brought that user images as a circle. So the circle which has been done in the CSS. And inside that, so we guys have created another class called dropdown, because whenever you are hovering it, it should show the dropdown. In the dropdown, it should have information like account, help center, sign out. So that's what the 3 information we have added: account, help center. And what is mean by separator is when I try to clone this website, there is some line is there. So that's why I try to do the same. So I'm underdoing try to. So that's why the horizontal line has also been included here. And sign out has also been there. So everything is being closed. HTML is completed, guys. Is it awesome? If it is really awesome, you just post awesome Sanjay in your live chat. So we guys have completed the HTML with a very short code for the heroic section of the complete Netflix website. And also for each and every menu, like navigation LI, navigation A tag, and navigation hover, whenever you are really hovering at what it should happen. Okay. and left navigation and right navigation like A tag means. So because whenever there is a children, whenever you are simply putting A tag, it is going to have a blue color underline. So that's why we have made text decoration as a none. So if you are not doing that, it will show you underline. If you are doing this color, it will show in the blue color. So that's why we have made as like a white and text decoration as none. It is just only for the children alone. And then notification count. So notification count is where it should be displayed. So that's why we have made this as to be obsolete, and the red color and the top and then right and position and Z index is 3. Where it need to be printed, it should be printed all above everything. So that's been printed. And profile pic. So while talking about the profile pic, this is the profile pic, and it should be a rounded border. So transparent and border is none, and cursor is pointer. I'm sorry, this one. Border radius is 50%. So it is going to be shown on the rounded border. And icon search. While talking about the icon search and this bell icon, it should be transparent. So that's why the transparent, and border is also none. And cursor is pointed because whenever you are hovering it should change the cursor. Icon position relative. Because going to bring that the notification near to it. That's why we have made this as a position relative. And then we guys have filled that icon as a white, so it need to be displayed properly. And then the drop down, so we guys have specified position as relative, but it need to be displayed above the thing. So that's why we have dropped that. And drop down menu. So that menu we guys have wanted to modify it, but right now simply it is in the black background and in this width and then height. If you really want to modify, you can just modify it. And drop down menu as a LI, and drop down menu LI 8. So whatever the link which is present inside, and separate, but a separate line which we have here, that's also been a white color line which has been dropped. And video background we have because and video background, that video need to be obsolete, and minimum width is 100% and minimum height is 100%, which you need to walk by all over the page of the screen, and buttons for inside that certain button properties, and the play button property, and more info property, and that icons property, what type of color it really requires, because based on the current font color. So instead of you don't want to write it again and again, instead whenever you're using a current color, it will take a color. If it's in a black, so it will take up black, so it will take up and it will print the black color icon also to be in the black. If the font is white, the that icon's color is also going to be changed into white. That's why we have dropped like a current color. And finally, title image. While talking about the title image, so this is what the title image guys have given, and width and then height and content p tag. So what is the paragraph here we have written? This paragraph, it should not be displayed all over the screen. It should be displayed properly. So what I'm going to do is let me put around 30 or something. So it is going to be really between this button. So that's how. So after being bitten by radioactive spider, Brooklyn teen Miles Morales gets a crash course in the web slinging from his alternate dimension counterparts. Yeah, with her. So he's just practicing, like this web slinging. And so this is what the website we have created. I hope you all really enjoyed a lot. So this is what the session, and the people who have registered for the internship, they'll be getting this complete source code. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll be attaching it right now itself. And also, do you know one thing? The people who I would like to add some bonuses for you. The people who really wanted to create this type of Netflix clone or something, I would like to give you another bonus. What is the bonus is, if you are creating a Netflix website, you can visit this website called moviedb.org. Okay, so what is meant by this the moviedb.org is where you can get to have the certain info about the certain movie. For an example, what is the movie? Any type of animation. Okay, let us type Kung Fu Panda. Okay, so for an example, if you are typing like Kung Fu Panda, okay, if I'm typing it, so there are lot of things which is going to be shown. So Kung Fu Panda Holidays is there, somewhat is white color. So you can go into this website and you can go to the media. So in the media, there are some videos is going to be shown. So trailers or backdrops or posters. I think, okay, only trailer is out there. So you can go to the trailers here and you can download this video. Okay, if you really want it, you can just download this video. So I can just play this. It is pausing a bit because of some internet. So other than that, what you can do is you can just download this complete video, and you can put that in your Netflix account. So that's what exactly I did. So I just downloaded the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer, and I've downloaded from this website. And I just taken the video and I just dropped in my directory to play that video. Okay, so guys, do you really love it? So if you really love this video as well, you just post your comments in the live chat. And also, whenever you are really looking for to host this in your Netflix, definitely you need some posters like this, right? So like in the French or even Kung Fu Panda in English, a lot of posters which is out there. So if you really want, you can just download those posters from this moviedb.org, and you can put it. For example, if you are really thinking like Godzilla X Kong, so you can go to the media and you can, oh my God, look at that. There are around 210 posters. So you can download the posters from here. Okay. So let us choose this. Okay. Look out there on the left-hand side, you can see everything. Okay. So all the posters which you can download, and you can put it in your, Netflix thumbnail section at below. And also the video, if you really wanted to have any trailer video or something, you can just go here, and trailers are there. And it's there, behind the scenes is there. So you can go to the teasers and you can download the video and you can put it in your, put it in your website to showcase it well. That is I've just given for you guys to register for the internship. You can just use of the complete repository. Some of the have been added. So please go and check this out. Okay. So I hope you really enjoy the session. Okay. So yeah. So wait a minute. Let me unfold this. Let me generate us like a PDF. So if you really love it, you just give all the people who are really loving it, you just share your learnings in the live chat, guys. Okay, how was your experience? Okay, wait a minute. Let me save it in. Yeah. So if they save the PDF, so I'm going to be sharing the complete PDF for the people who have registered for the internships. Okay, that's great. Also, I'll be giving you the task for you guys. I'll be scheduling the task. If you really wanted right now, I can just schedule it. Actually, I think we really wanted to schedule multiple tasks because we really have two things. One is on using advanced CSS, especially the SAS, and second thing on Netflix. Okay, how many of you are really ready to do it? So once the session has been completed, I'll be scheduling a task. So if you really love this session, if you really love the value, what you guys do is please write the reviews in in our Google. Okay, I'm requesting my team to post the review link in the live. I think they are not. Yeah, if you want to go write reviews in write review in so be careful on it, and please write the reviews for us if you really love it. Okay, the value which you are giving. So if you really love it, you can just go and write the review for us. So other than that, you can just tell me how was your experience, guys? So your experience, you just share me in the live chat right now. So, and also I'll be giving you the link in the live chat. So to register for this, what is way community. So yes, you can go and write the review if you really love my session. And the people who haven't upgraded membership, from free to 3-month online membership on this full stack web development, the people who really require codes and all the repositories which we have created. So the link in the chat. Yes, very nice experience, Sanjay by Praveen and Bhaskar, super, and Praveen Kumar M. I really love it. And Rashmi, super awesome, sir. All valuable things is in one session. That's great. Thank you. Mahmoud Galib, if you have enrolled, you will be receiving an offer letter on Monday. Amazing day with SAS. Yes, that's great. Thank you so much. And Digvijay, awesome teaching. Get to learn new things in each section from you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And all things in one. That's great. Thank you so much. So nice experience. Marvelous session. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for all the people. Okay, Muhammad Khalib, I've just changed the chat for public for a moment. So thank you so much for all your support, all your interaction. So you're really amazing, Sanjay, because you give new technique and new learning in every session. Thank you so much, Sanjay. Thank you so much, Hamzat Wani. You are really one of our valuable member. I felt really feeling happy to connect with you. It's informative sessions. Thank you, Shankar, superb, Sanjay. Thank you. And Sayanth, an awesome class. SAS and Netflix both were super valuable learning. Thank you so much, Sayanth, for posting. And Mayank Chauhan posted, I love it. So guys, that's what the thing. The people who really want to get into our community, because once these days got over, that's it. You are going to get disconnected from me. So the people who really want to connect with me, this is the right opportunity. The link which has been given in the live chat, I mean, it's just been pinned in the live there. So you can click that link and you can join the community and you can complete the task and you can get guided by me. And very important thing, and thereafter the full stack web development series is going to be conducted on alternative days on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. So for the weekly, there is going to be 3 days because I want people to do it. I don't want people just to learn and simply sitting in their homes. Okay, I learned something new. I'm feeling very proud about myself. Yeah, you should feel proud about yourself because you are really learning consistently. But knowing and not doing is equal to not knowing. That's what the theme which I've always used to tell. So I don't want the people just to learn my videos, learn our what is your program, and they are going to leave it. No, we really want to get the results. Results in the sense it's might be getting freelancing, getting orders in the freelancing and earning money through that, or getting the get earned as a salary. So we really want people to do it. So that's why the session is going to be keep on doing it on alternative days. So Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. Hereafter, the live is going to be 3 days for every week. So I want you guys to practice it. I want you guys to different website other than my source code, other than my design. So if you really love it, if you are really ready for it, you just post ready with you. And Rikshana, you are really amazing, Sanjay, because you're giving new learning in every session. Thank you so much, Rikshana, for posting that. Benama Zahia, thank you so much for being here. And Rashmi, thank you. And Prince Chaudhary, thank you. So thank you so much, guys. Netflix clone web, super. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you so much, Jai Shurya, for posting that. Ready with you. Thank you so much, Venkata Lokesh. Besen, thank you. Praveen Kumar, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much once again for all the love which you are given. And please, if you really love my sessions, please go and write the reviews in the link which I've given, because that will really make sense. And the people who really love to record a video of yourself, and if you really want to send it to us, you can also send it to me by simply recording the video of yourself, like how was your experience. You can record the video and you can send it to the mail contact@mail.com and sharing my in the slide chat. So yeah, this is my mail ID. Please note it down. So if you are really loving my series, if you're really loving my teaching methodology, if you're really loving our value, because the people are charging, I can openly show you, but it's not gonna be good mindset, because telling about others, they're also good in giving good value, but some people are charging you around 20,000 rupees and 50,000 rupees and 1 lakh rupee to teach you the Netflix. Right now, you guys have simply shown us like a more in a very short span of time. You guys have created just a heroic section. So I want you guys to practice, and I really want you guys to understand the value which you are providing. So don't just simply do and practice and get your results. We really want the people who are all doers. Okay. And if you're really loving my session, if you're really loving what we are really teaching, my teaching methodology and the value which you are providing, please take your mobile phone and record yourself of the video, record a video, and please send to my mail ID. So if you will do this honor for me, just post I will Sanjay in your live chat. So please don't feel any hesitation or something. It's just simple video. You can just turn on the camera and just talk about how's their experience and all, and you can just share it to my email ID, sanjay@pandamail.com. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. I felt really happy to deliver this type of value, and enjoy your weekend. So thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. It's me, Sanjay, signing off. Until then, bye. We'll see you on the next session.